Hello students, let us start from question number 11. I have completed up to question number 10 of miscellaneous exercise of chapter 9, that is sequence and series. The GP consists of an even number of terms. It means the count is even, not the even terms. Basically the total count is even. If the sum of all the terms is 5 times the sum of terms occupying odd places, find the common ratio. Let us start with the problem first of all, so that you can understand what he want to say. Let the total even numbers is equal to 2n. It means a1 up to so on a2n. You can write the terms. Because these terms are in GP, it means ar up to so on ar raised to power 2n minus 1. What about the formula of GP? Sum a into r raised to power 2n minus 1 divided by r minus 1. Now sum of the terms occupying odd places, it's a1, a3, a5 up to so on a2n minus 1. It means these terms are ar square, r raised to power 4, ar raised to power 2n minus 2. Here 50% of the terms are there because all the odd terms are there. Odd plus even basically combined to form the complete series. It means the number of terms are n. And the common ratio is r square. Now what about the formula? A into r square raised to power n minus 1 divided by r square minus 1. It means you can write a into r raised to power 2n minus 1 divided by r square minus 1. Now according to the formula, the first series a into r raised to power 2n minus 1 divided by r minus 1, it's 5 times the series obtained by writing the odd terms only. A into r raised to power 2n minus 1 divided by r square minus 1. Clearly the numerator terms both cancel with each other and the resulting sequence is 1 over r minus 1 and 5 over r minus 1 into r plus 1. R minus 1 cancel with each other and r plus 1 when multiplied by 1, it's r plus 1 is equal to 5. It means you can write r is equal to 4. Question number 12. The sum of the first 4 terms of an AP is 56. It means you can write a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d up to so on. It's 56. It means you can write 4a plus 6d is equal to 56. When divided by 2, you can find 2a plus 3d is equal to 28. It is the first statement. And the second condition is sum of last 4 terms is 112. If the first term is 11, then find the number of terms. Okay, let's try. What about the last term? The last term of AP is a plus n minus 1 into d, and the second last, then third last and fourth last. N minus 2, n minus 3, then n minus 4. Add all the terms, it's 4a, then it's 4n, it's 10 into d. Then divided by 2, it's 2a plus 2n minus 5 into d, it's 56. Insert the value of a is equal to 11 in 1 and 2, both the equations. First equation is this one. When I insert a is equal to 11, it's 22 plus 3d is equal to 28. 22 plus 3d is equal to 28. Then subtract 22. It's 3d is equal to 6. Then d is equal to 2. What about the second statement? It's 22 plus 2n minus 5 into d is equal to 56. Then subtract 22 from the right hand side. It's 34. Then insert the value of d as 2. Then divide 2 on the right hand side, it's 17. Then 5, then added to right hand side, it's 22. It means you can obtain the value of n as 11. Question number 13 is too much simple one. 3 statements are given to you and you have to show A, B, C, D Rn Gp. Let us select first and second term. Then apply componendo and dividendo. Now what is the meaning of componendo and dividendo? If A over B is equal to C over D, then what is the meaning of componendo? You can write A plus B in the numerator and C plus D in the denominator. In the numerator on right hand side. And in the denominator you have to subtract the numbers A minus B and C minus B. Now what to do here? A plus B plus A minus Bx, A plus Bx plus A minus Bx, and A plus Bx minus A plus Bx. Similarly on the right hand side. Sum of the terms cancel with each other. 2A divided by 2Bx and 2B divided by 2Cx. It means you will find A over B is equal to B over C. And you can write these equation as B over A is equal to C over B. Just by inverting the terms on left hand side and right hand side. Now what is the meaning of this? It means B over A is equal to C over B. It means the first three terms are in GP. Now what to do next? Select these two values. What you will find? Similarly, C over B can be written as D over C. It means B over A is equal to C over B is equal to D over C. Now how can you obtain these values? By selecting second and third term, you can do it. Now what is the meaning of these equation? It means A, B, C and D are in geometric progression. This question is the important question of the exercise. Question number 14. Let S be the sum, P is the product and R is the sum of reciprocal of n terms in a GP. Then you have to prove P square R in raised to power n is equal to S raised to power n. S is simply the sum AR square up to so on AR raised to power n minus 1. You can write the formula of S. Now what about P? P is the product of all the terms. A is n times. It means you can write A raised to power n. What about R? Base is same. You can add the powers. Then in power, apply the formula of sigma n. Then scaling both sides, it's A raised to power 2n, R raised to power n into n minus 1. Now the last term is R. R is basically similar to harmonic progression. 1 over A, 1 over AR, 1 over AR square, 1 over A R raised to power n minus 1. It means you can apply the formula again of GP. 1 over A, 1 minus 1 over R raised to power n, 1 minus 1 over R. Then take LCM. Then you can invert the term in the denominator. R raised to power n minus 1 divided by A into R raised to power n. From here you can write R raised to power n minus 1 A R raised to power n, and you can invert these terms R divided by R minus 1, then shifting with the numerator. Now simply collaborate the terms, nothing else. R raised to power n minus 1 in the numerator, and in the denominator you can write R raised to power n minus 1 because this R is subtracted from this value. A into R minus 1, it remains as it is. Now what about left hand side? The left hand side is P square R raised to power n. You have to prove this value equal to S raised to power n. Let us check again. This answer is required. P square R raised to power n is equal to S raised to power n. Now insert the value of P square. P square is A raised to power 2n, R raised to power n into n minus 1. And what about R raised to power n? This value is there. And simply A raised to power n, when cancel with A raised to power 2n, it gives us A raised to power n. And second value is R raised to power n into n minus 1. It cancel with each other. Now what is the answer? A raised to power n, R raised to power n minus 1 raised to power n divided by R minus 1 raised to power n. It's clearly S raised to power n. It's equivalent to right hand side. We have already completed this question in one of the exercises. Pth term is A, qth term is B, and rth term is C. You have to prove this. Simply write the equation, then subtract 2 from 1, then 3 from 2, and 1 from 3. You can find P minus Q into D by writing these equation. P minus Q into D is equal to A minus B. Then when writing 2 minus 3, it's Q minus R. Basically A cancel with each other, and also 1 can be written as B minus C. Similarly, third equation. And after dividing by D, you can write the value of P minus Q, then Q minus R, and R minus P. Now insert simply these values in the left hand side, then multiply. D is taken as LCM, and all the terms cancel with each other. We will get answer as 0. This question is the important question of the exercise. Question number 16. This type of question may be there in the examination. A into 1 over B plus 1 over C. This sequence is there, Rn AP, and you have to prove ABC Rn AP. In first step, take LCM. It's C plus B divided by BC, and similarly in second and third term. Then multiply the term AC plus AB. Similarly, second is BA plus BC, then CB plus CA, and denominator is same as it is. Then add 1. The numerator term is AC plus AB plus BC. Similarly, second and third term. Basically, the numerator terms are same, and divide this term AB plus BC plus CA. You can find 1 over BC, 1 over CA, and 1 over AB. Then multiply all the three terms by ABC. The first term will be A, second is B, and third is C. It means ABC Rn AP. Now about GP. If A, B, C, D are in GP, then you have to prove A raised to power n plus B raised to power n, B raised to power n plus C raised to power n, C raised to power n plus D raised to power n are in GP. If A, B, C, D are in GP, it means B is equal to AR, and C is equal to AR square, and D is equal to AR cube. Now insert these values in the second statement. These terms are definitely in GP if the square of the central term is product of first and third term. Apply this formula and check whether these terms are equal or not. Now in right hand side, B raised to power n. What is the value of B? B is basically AR. And what about C? It's AR raised to power 2. Insert these values. Then AN R raised to power n is common. You can write AN R raised to power n 1 plus R raised to power n whole square. Then the first term is A raised to power 2n, R raised to power 2n, and third term is 1 plus R raised to power n square. What about right hand side? Simply insert the value of A, B, C, D. Then multiply the values. A raised to power n is common from first two terms, and A raised to power n, R raised to power n is R raised to power 2n is common from second bracket. A raised to power n, but when multiplied by A raised to power n, it's A raised to power 2n, R raised to power 2n, and 1 plus R raised to power n, 1 plus R raised to power n, it's 1 plus R raised to power n whole square. I think both the terms are same on left hand side and right hand side. Therefore, these terms are in GP. Whenever you have to prove the terms are in AP, double of the central term should be equal to addition of first and third term. If you have to prove the terms are in GP, it means the square of the central term should be equal to the product of first and third term. Please keep in mind. Question number 18. If A and B are the roots of the equation, this equation is there, and CD are the root of the equation x square minus 12x plus q, where A, B, C, D are in GP. Prove that q plus p ratio q minus p is 17 ratio 15. Let us write the equation first of all. X square minus 3x plus p is equal to 0. A, B are the roots. It means A plus B is clearly equal to plus 3 and AB is equal to P. Similarly, C plus D is equal to 12 and CD is equal to Q. Now, basically, this formula came from AX square plus BX plus C is equal to 0. If this is the general statement and alpha beta are the roots of this equation, then you can write sum of the roots equal to minus B over A and product equal to C over A. This formula is from 10th class. Now A, B, C, D are in GP. It means B is equal to AR, C can be written as AR square and D can be written as AR cube. Given A plus B is equal to 3, now insert the value of B, then take A common, this equation is there. Similarly, when AB is equal to P, insert the value of B, it's A square R is equal to P, then C plus D is equal to, insert the value of C, and D, taking AR square common, AR square into 1 plus R is equal to 12, and the last term is CD is equal to Q. It means AR square and AR cube product A square R raised to power 5 is equal to Q. Now 4 equations are there basically from this set of equation, these equations 1, 2, 3 and 4. Simply I insert the value of A, B, C and D because these terms are in GP. Okay, 4 equations are there now. A into 1 plus R is equal to 3, A square R is equal to P, and similarly third and fourth equation. Now when 3 is divided by 1, what you will get? A into 1 plus R you can cancel. 12 divided by 3, it can be written as 4. R square is equal to 4, it means R is equal to 2. Similarly, when we divide 4 divided by 2, it's A square R raised to power 5, A square R, then I obtain easily R raised to power 4 is equal to Q divided by P. It means 16 is equal to Q divided by P because earlier we calculate R is equal to 2 from this equation. Now Q over P can be written as 16 over 1. Now you have to find out some ratio Q plus P divided by Q minus P. Apply componendo and dividendo. You can write Q plus P over Q minus P. 16 plus 1 over 16 minus 1. Clearly it is 17 divided by 15. It's a similar sort of question but a little bit different. Ratio of arithmetic mean and geometric mean of A and B. Now what is the meaning of arithmetic mean? Arithmetic mean we have earlier completed in exercise of AP and geometric mean in exercise of GP. What is the formula for AM? It's A plus B divided by 2. And what is the formula for GM? It's the square root of AB. Now A plus B over 2 into square root AB basically. Now apply componendo and dividendo. You can obtain this equation A plus B plus 2 into square root AB. Similarly in the denominator and on the right hand side m plus n divided by m minus n. Componendo means addition of the terms in numerator and subtraction. Dividendo means subtraction of the terms in denominator. And in the numerator, in the left hand side, it's square root A plus square root B whole square. And in the denominator, it's square root A minus square root B whole square. And on the right hand side, it's m plus n divided by m minus n. Now take square root. Square can be cancelled from left hand side. And on the right hand side, it's m plus n square root and m minus n square root. Again apply componendo and dividendo. You will find twice of root A and twice of root B. Then squaring, open the square bracket, it's m plus n. m minus n, 2 into m square minus n square. Similarly, in the denominator, you will find 2m plus 2m square minus n square. Similarly, in denominator, you can take 2 common, or dividing numerator and denominator on the right hand side by 2, you will get the answer. Question number 20. Now, 3 conditions are there in the statement. First condition is ABC are in AP. Second is BCD are in GP. And third is 1 over C, 1 over D, 1 over E are in AP. And you have to prove ACE are in GP. Simply write the equations of these 3. From first, you can write 2B is equal to A plus C because of the condition of AP. And second is C square is equal to BD because of the condition of GP. And third is 2 divided by D, it's 2 into 1 over D basically. 1 over C plus 1 over E. It is the condition of, again, AP. Now take LCM. You can write 2CE is equal to D into E plus C. Here you can write the value of D, 2CE divided by E plus C. And from here you can write the value of B. Now insert these two values basically in this equation. You can write the value of C square. These values. 2 can be cancelled. A plus C into CE divided by E plus C. E plus C when multiplied by C square, it's C square E plus C cube. And here ACE plus C square E. C square E cancel from left hand side and right hand side. C cube when cancelled by C, it's C square. It means you can write C square is equal to AE. What's the meaning of this? ACE are in GP. Please repeat the questions again and again so that you can understand the concept clearly. The basic concepts are same. From next video, I will discuss the remaining questions of a miscellaneous exercise. Thanks for watching my video.